On a quiet beach in Australia, the waves still wash secrets ashore, where one December morning, a nameless man lay by the sea, with only two Persian words to tell his story was over. On the first day of December 1948, a man's body was found lying on Somerton Beach near Adelaide, Australia. He looked calm, almost like he had fallen asleep facing the sea. He wore a neat suit, polished shoes, but carried no wallet, no ID, no keys, nothing that could say who he was. Inside his pocket, police found something strange, a tiny scrap of paper hidden deep inside a secret pocket stitched into his pants. Two words written in Persian, Taman Shud, which means it is finished. The autopsy found no clear cause of death, no sign of poison or violence. His organs looked normal, except they did not work. It simply stopped living, as if someone had pressed a hidden switch. That small clue turned this man into the center of one of the most haunting mysteries of the last century. They searched every missing person file, found nothing. They sent his fingerprints to other countries, no match. Not far from where they found him, an abandoned car turned up unlocked inside. They found a torn book. The missing page matched exactly. In the back of that book, someone had scribbled letters, numbers, a strange code that no one has cracked to this day. Others say he was a man with a broken heart, choosing a silent exit with a poet's farewell tucked in his clothes. Decades later, scientists tried to unlock his identity through DNA. A few leads came close, but the final answer still drifts out there like a message in a bottle, never reaching shore. Some people believe he was a spy sent to Australia at the dawn of the cold, or a time when quiet men in suits carried secrets heavier than bullets. I remember staring at the old black and white photo of him, his hair combed, his face at peace, like he still has something he wants to tell us. If we just knew how to listen. But a reminder that some lives pass through the world, like whispers touching no one but leaving behind a question that refuses to fade. A friend once told me maybe the Taman Shud case is not just a puzzle to be solved. Next time you walk along a quiet beach, watch the tide roll in, and think of him, the man with no name. No shoes out of place, only two words left behind to say that for him the story was over, even if ours is not. If you believe the past still hides stories waiting for curious eyes, hit subscribe and join me as we follow the clues that history leaves behind in the sand. Deep in the wild heart of Canada's Northwest Territories, a valley lies hidden behind legends of gold. Vanishing men and questions no road dares to cross. This is the Nahanni, the Valley of Headless Men. Deep in the remote wilds of Canada's Northwest Territories, there is a place like that. Locals call it the Nahanni Valley, but many know it by another name, the Valley of Headless Men. The stories began more than a century ago, when gold drew men into this rugged land of hidden rivers, hot springs, and jagged cliffs. Some found gold, some found nothing, but some found something worse. Prospectors, trappers, and adventurers who braved the valley's secrets often vanished or left behind only bones. Rumors grew that the valley was cursed or guarded by ancient spirits. Some said hidden tribes protected a secret that outsiders were never meant to find. Two brothers were among the first. They set up camp along the river and never returned home. Searchers found their bodies headless, their gold untouched, their mystery just beginning. In the years that followed, more bodies turned up, more heads missing. I remember reading an old explorer's journal describing the Nahanni as beautiful and cruel at the same time. It's a land where steam rose from hidden springs while the wind cut like knives. Even today, few people dare to camp alone in its shadows. Pilots fly over its misty canyons, but few touch down unless they must. Think about the men who went in with shovels and dreams and never walked back out. Ask yourself if you would have the courage to stand on that riverbank, knowing that nature keeps its sharpest secrets hidden behind stories that make the bravest step back. Some say the truth is simple. The Nahanni is wild and unforgiving. Cliffs crumble, rivers flood, storms appear without warning. Maybe the people who died there were unlucky or careless, or too determined to chase a gold dream through a land that does not forgive mistakes. It asks if you really want to know what waits out there in the wild. Some questions you carry home. Some questions stay behind with the wind and the rocks. But even so, the heads missing, the bodies left as warnings keep the whispers alive. A friend once told me that the Valley of Headless Men is not just a place on a map, it is a test. Next time you see an empty stretch on a map, think about the Nahanni Valley. If you believe that some corners of the world are meant to remind us how small, as curious we really are, Hit subscribe and come with me as we keep searching for what waits in the quiet places the maps forgot.